YouTube, how the heck you doing? This is Corey with Watcher of Realms. Now, there's been something that is on my mind. I guess this is kind of like a rant. Hopefully, it's not really that much of a rant, but it's been bothering me quite a lot. So let's go ahead and get straight to it. So recently, we have gotten a lot of new things into Watcher of Realms. We've gotten some new heroes with Astarl, and then also with Moonton, and then also Valara was also released. But one of the things that has really bothered me is how Moonton went ahead and said that they were going to go ahead and do mysterious rewards throughout the course of the anniversary, which, truth be told, we haven't gotten any. The main thing that I can think of is the promo code, which was 100 rare stamina, 100 stamina pots. I think we got some diamonds, and I think we got some summoning crystals, and that was essentially intended but unintended because they released it, reverted it to a different number, and then some creators, myself included, were like, wait a second, this isn't right. And then they fixed it. And then they went ahead and sold an unpolished soulstone for about $100. And since that point, also we got the reset book. So technically, in terms of rewards that we actually received for the anniversary, it's really just one, which was a reset book. And the last time we went ahead and received a unpolished soulstone was in the Till Kingdom Come event, which was about 3 months ago, in which we got 28 ancient summoning crystals just in the mail. We got 2 unpolished soulstones, I believe, through the course of the event. We got the Anora skin and a lot of other really good things. But comparatively, the anniversary feels like it is missing something. And it's a little bit tricky to go ahead and discuss because yes, there is new content. We have the From Ashes to Ashes event, which we've gone ahead and received new campaign stages and all these awesome things. But I don't know if it's just me, right? I haven't even cared to do it. And mind you, right, I'm a super end game, as basically as end game as it can get, in terms of the game, right? I just don't care because it almost feels like something is relatively missing, at least with how they're going ahead and treating this anniversary. And one of the things that kind of stood out to me was the fact that they went ahead and released a Div Insight on July 29th, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But they basically said that they went and allowed us to receive a free champion, free skin, and some additional rewards, etc. I believe it's almost verbatim what they said. But I think the most critical thing is the soulstone is missing, right? We typically go ahead and get a soulstone every 3 months. Basically, every financial quarter, we receive a new lord. Pretty much every financial quarter as well. And then we typically go and receive a new limited hero pretty much like every 4 to 6 weeks. Typically, it's about every 6 weeks, and we haven't really gotten that. We've had this awesome banner where it is the rerun. Where is it here? Here it is. The exclusive lucky pick. Now, one of the things that I'm going to kind of elaborate on this as to why the soulstone issue is even such a prevalent issue to begin with is one, it's rare. It's already rare to go ahead and receive a soulstone in this game. I know that I have the record, at least publicly, of about 15 soulstones in totality. Now, there are so many other players that don't even get a soulstone, and so that's why the soulstone issue is really, really important. But then there's no more instance in which it becomes more significant until we see limited banners. Now, for example, I am just going to go ahead and kind of reference the Fastidious video in which he did about 1,500 summons, just about, and he did not get a duplicate Kigiri, which is incredible. But I think he pulled about like 15 or 12. It was like 12 or 15 legendary heroes, and only one of them was Kigiri, and that was due to the guarantee. Very concerning. And this kind of goes in line as to why the Soulstone is so important. Because if you only have, to be honest, 2 DPS units that are really, really just essential for high level PvE content. That's Wukong and Kigiri. And then you have Yao Chan, but once you get Yao Chan A1, then you're fine. To activate Kigiri and to activate Wukong, you really need A3 Kigiri, and then you need technically A5 Wukong. And then once you get A3 Kigiri, you're okay, but A5 is where you also hit another massive milestone in terms of damage output. So with that, the ability to go ahead and summon, let's say, let me pull up mine. Here we go, right? So I pulled a Morrigan, I pulled a Talon, I pulled a decent amount of other units here. If I go all the way down, oh, it won't even show me. Unlucky. But basically, the ability to go ahead and get a limited and get Awakening Sword is so important. And due to the limited ability to even get one of those heroes, right? One of those heroes, get them awakened, you require soul stones. And if we are not receiving the soul stone, then it just feels bad, especially contextually when they sold one for $100. And it doesn't seem like Moonton is going ahead and providing us with one based off the verbiage as to what they said in the recent dev insight. Now, to go ahead and expand on this just a little bit, right? Because I don't want to just complain too much. This is a little bit of a side tangent. I do feel like, to some extent, Watcher of Realms is vastly changing, and in some ways, I do think it's losing its identity to some degree. Now, what do I mean by that? Specifically, they're releasing all this new content. Like, let's just take a second. Recently, we went ahead and got Gear Raids 1, 2, 3 stages 22 to 24. Then after that, we got new Demon Soldiers, a whole new assortment of Demon Soldiers. Also, right after that, we got the Ashes to Ashes event. Then, we also got the Malric Trials, which they also take a significant amount of time in their own right. It just feels like we are, to some extent, being inundated with content that, while very important, it almost feels like too much too soon without proper ways to scale to get to those points in time or points in strength to deal with the content. Malric runes, let's be honest, if you do not have very, very, very good units, you're not getting to level 4s. You're not. Even if you have like level 3s, you might not be able to do them based off how the difficulty is. That also kind of goes into why soul stones are important once again. You need the awakenings to go ahead and get the ability to do the content. And with that, that's why it just seems like something's missing, right? If they're not giving the soul stone, you can't progress. If you can't progress, then you can't do the Malric Trials. If you can't do the Malric Trials, it's going to be harder to do the new Malric Trials whenever they do come out, which now have level 5s. And I promise you, most endgame players can't even do level 4 reds. Just a fact, right? So, I don't know. It just seems like they promised to do the mystery rewards. We haven't really seen it. We only got one reward. They sold us a soul stone. And they also... Alright, this might be a rant at this point. I don't know. But let's go ahead to the shop super quick, right? They released the Lubu skin, $40. I'm sorry, I don't know anybody that's going to buy the skin. Like, I just don't. It's not too crazy. I personally prefer his normal skin. And then also they're selling this. I'm sorry, I'll go ahead and say it. I'll be the first one to say it. Venema for $50? Like, Venema. It just seems like gradually. I've played this game since when? Let's go ahead and see. Daily sign in. About 737 days I have logged in, right? So I've pretty much been here since the start. And I feel like I've gradually watched this shop expand and expand and whoa. What happened here? And expand like over time. And it just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like something critically is missing. Like every day it seems like there's something new being added here. And then even like what genuinely, like, just what is going on? It just feels like the game is getting hyper monetized because got the soul stone but no free soul stone. New content which requires new heroes to even touch. Like generally Malric Trials, if you have a Valara, it's so much easier. If you don't have a Valara, like, go roll around in the dirt and set yourself on fire. Because you're not going to go beat it unless you have really high awakening. So I don't know. Either way, this is not really a rant, but this is just an observation. Moonton, I do think that we need a soul stone. Like, You can't have a here's the thing. The anniversary has been good because we've gotten new content. But the anniversary has been really bad because we've gotten new content but no rewards. Like nothing. To this day, the Till Kingdom Come event was better than the anniversary in terms of a player experience because rewards felt good to receive compared to new content. Like, I don't care about new content to some extent when I have Malric trials, which are pretty much infinitely always going to be new content because you have to do new problem solving to deal with it. New stages are cool, but they're going to go away. Like, I don't care about the Battle of Elindris. I'm sorry, respectfully, I don't care. If I would care more if I couldn't do like gear raid stage 24, because then I get like some gear, which is cool, right? But genuinely speaking, I don't care. I'm not even getting the Death Knight thing for the Summoning Stone because I have not cared. Like, I just don't care. It's not progressing my account, and genuinely speaking, it is not. So why engage with it, right? So I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. Mini rant. I just feel like they have lost the plot a little bit in terms of how the anniversary is, and maybe it's just because the Till Kingdom Come event was just too good, and maybe that's the one-off, right? Maybe they made the Till Kingdom Come event too good, and they're trying to go ahead and monetize the anniversary. I don't know. Either way, yeah, that's just how I feel about it. See ya.